Are we live? We are live. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday and welcome to another. What did I used to call this? RV Chat Live December 6th, 2019, 6 p.m., almost 6 p.m. Eastern, 2300 UTC, I believe, 3 p.m. in the Pacific Coast. Thank you all for being here. And get your IPAs ready or your drink of choice, of course. Nomadic Fanatic just uploaded a video, so if you all want to have a watch party, we can do that too. But anyways, thank you everybody. I started to receive Christmas presents. Believe it or not, Christmas came early to the Pelican headquarters here in Flagami, Florida. So thank you so much for being here. And let me show you what I'm drinking tonight. Yeah, I decided to go for a little bit of mood lighting today. I got this package from a Craft Beer Enthusiasts Union. You know, I'm putting this sticker in the back of Mini Teeny as soon as I take it out of that driveway, and it says, "Hi Robert, hope you enjoy this," from Jeff and Jody, and they sent me a few IPAs here from I believe it's from New York. You know, my eyesight. You know, this is one drawback of having the mood lighting. I cannot see anything. No, I have to. We'll go back to the moon lighting and to the mood lighting. You know, some of them don't say exactly where they're from. Sometimes it's hard to find. But anyways, in any case, thank you so much for all these IPAs and APAs. And I have one already in the freezer getting chilled, so we can enjoy it today, our adult beverage for the day. Thank you so much, Jeff and Jody, for this. And I'm going to start answering your questions here really soon. I got another present here too, but I'm going to wait until Red Jaguar shows up to show you guys. Back to mood lighting here in the headquarters. And this is called Single Cut by Single Cut Beer Smiths, and it's called Jenny Said IPA. And it's a Jenny Said IPA ale from Astoria, New York, and Clifton Park, New York. So let's give it the taste test. Cheers, everybody. Have a great Friday. Oh, this is like a hazy IPA. I love this. Let's give it the sniffy sniff. Oh, yeah, this is good. Let me put the rest in the fridge. It's kind of citrusy and kind of grapefruity. I like it. All right, let me start reading the chat here. And yeah, I think the Christmas tree looks better with the mood lighting. In any case, Dusty, I am the only one that doesn't know what IPA means. LOL, India Pale Ale, and it's a style of beer. And someone actually at the Ohio meetup told me the story of this thing. It's a type of beer that they started making so it wouldn't spoil on its way to India, you know, from England all the way down to India. So they added extra hops, and so it would arrive, you know, normal when it arrived in India, and that's why it's called India Pale Ale. Bossa Nova guitar, both channels on YouTube. You can learn a lot of songs that way. Oh, cool! I love Bossa Nova, man. Antonio Carlos Jobim. And all the other Lucky Dog Productions moderator, and hi from Victor, Greenville, South Carolina. Have you tried some of homemade moonshine? I've had the one that they sell at Gatlinburg. I liked it. It's pretty good. Okay. Where Ben Johnson? Hi Robert, I will require you to visit New York City very soon in January. Thanks. I don't have any plans to visit New York, but I love the city really. If I'm gonna go into a city, New York is that city that never sleeps, right? At least that's what Mr. Sinatra used to say. Motocross Max from Oregon, beautiful state. William Irizarry. Robert, was that shootout near you? Well, I actually in the morning I jog very close to actually sometimes the picture that I took this morning was a Miracle Mile, and that's where the shop, the jewelry store where they did the robbery. That's where it happened. So it's about 2 miles from my house, 2.5 miles or so. But yeah, we hang out in that area quite often actually. Hello, traveling Buckeyes. Thank you. Yeah, this is from our friend Bikes, Boats, and Vivoax. I'm gonna start wearing shirts from fellow travelers and YouTubers from now on. At Dusty, LOL is beer. Hello, hey Buckeyes. Starry-eyed Earthman, love the lighting. Thank you so much. Chivos Adventures. When are you gonna give us an update on Champion and Westinghouse generator? To be honest, I haven't used them all that much. I try not to use them because I mean I used them in quartzite in January. That's when I used them the most. And when they're at idle, when you're not consuming a whole lot of power, it's fine. But when you crank up that air conditioner, they really throttle up and they're kind of loud. When I grow up and become a famous YouTuber, I want to get one of those, the Yamaha 3000 that is super quiet. But for now, I try. I mean, they work fine, but I really haven't used them all that many hours to give you like a review like this one is going to last forever. I don't know. They're fine. For what they do, they're fine. Are you going to Barrow, Alaska in 2020? Dylan Reynolds, I think you asked that one last Friday, but I'll answer it again. Maybe. The answer is maybe. I have the plans for Alaska are really setting sand right now, and a wind could blow and erase them. but I'm 99% sure I'm going to Alaska. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do while I'm there. CW1 more one, you do a very good job, and I always do this with the live chats. Thanks from Searcy, Arkansas. All Bjorn Overa from I bet you're from Oslo. If you're coming back to Norway, you should do the entire west coast from Oslo via Stavanger, Bergen, definitely, and that's a part of the plan when I go back. Of course, if I had the time, I would, take again the ferry from Bordeaux to Lofoten, and maybe I'll get better weather in Lofoten, and then go back all the way to the to the North Cape. But we'll see. Europe 2021, right? Deb Hetzel, my husband wants to know if your truck is 4x4. No, it is not. I didn't want to incur in the extra expense. And in reality, 90% of the times you don't really need the 4x4. So, yeah. David Groff from California and Amir Wyman from Lexington, Massachusetts. The Lost RVers, thank you so much for that super chat. Super chat, love seeing you ticked off KOA. I can relate. Well, I knew that KOA was gonna come into the forefront at some point, right? Would love to see you coming to Minnesota in the summer. The plan for Minnesota right now, and it's probably a little early in the year for Minnesota when I'm gonna go, but I want to go on the way to Alaska. I want to do a little bit of the Midwestern cities, or maybe even some of the countryside. I mean, Minnesota, I want to go all the way to Angle Inlet, and I'm working out a plan. Hey, Rojas, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello, I'll be in San Antonio tomorrow. All right. Enjoy San Antonio. Cool city, San Antonio. I like it. Polly P, your last video was great. Great scenery. You're funny when you get upset. Oh, thank you. And John the John, love your videos, but it's possible to do metric and Celsius in future videos. I could do the conversion. Yeah, I understand that a good portion of my audience is from outside the United States. So I could do metric, I don't know. because miles to kilometers. But whenever I say the temperature, I could do the conversion in my head almost for temperature. Uh, for metric is kind of weird to talk metric, like, because we're so used to 10 miles, and I know that's like what, 16 kilometers, but yeah. um, Lock on Nick, you ever got stuck because of a snowstorm? No, not yet, but it might happen. And who said Tom Trump? Oh man, what happened? Dylan Reynolds, visit Tromso, Norway. I might. Soul Adventure Corey, I love your vast vocabulary, man. It's so funny to hear amazing vocabulary with a Cuban accent. Oh, thanks. A lot of that vocabulary comes from Spanish, believe it or not. Hey, CLT and the Pelican Heads. And but I love language, and I really I should have studied language really, because I really like and the nuance of language. Like some things, some expressions are totally untranslatable, but going both ways, you know. Um, Happy Friday. Had any problem at Thousand Trails and have always found the spot. Have never found Thousand Trails. Yeah, I'm not a member, but there's this couple that just posted a video yesterday that they became members of Thousand Trails, and they try to book in Florida, and apparently Florida is fully booked solid for the whole winter, which is possible. It's kind of odd, but it's possible. Yeah. Richard Roney, we just put your sticker on our trailer today. Cool, thank you so much. And Michael Rains, hi Robert, thanks for sharing all your wonderful travels. Love your channel, thank you so much. And Karen BYLNC Gigi Fu, I did not understand, I'm sorry. Have you ever camped in Canada? Yes, not camping would be a stretch. We stayed at an RV park in Vancouver. And that's the only time, and you're gonna see that video probably in about a month. The only time we've actually taken Minitini. Joyce, hit the dollar sign to the right of the chat window. Oh, that's the super chat thingy, yeah. And I'm sorry, I am missing so many of your comments, but the chat is going awfully fast today, and I can't. Ben Johnson, thank you so much for that super chat. And Stephen Fisher from Colorado, hope you will give us Coloradoans another chance. Those folks in Durango are not a good example. I know, and I love Colorado. And actually, I've been thinking, and what if I change partly my plans? I have to see how much of a detour it would be because eventually, right before Alaska this summer, I want to hit Glacier National Park. How about we just go north through the Rockies all the way to Glacier National Park and continue through the Canadian Rockies? That would be a cool trip. Maybe start back in Durango and just go north. That would be a cool trip because, the mountains are calling me. Yes, Dylan Reynolds, I'm going to the northwest angle, hopefully. Well, the Heck of It Corporation. Hi, Robert. We enjoy beers at Vesa Brewery. Yes, definitely. Got a little drunk, but okay. Looking forward to get together in the Keys. My wife says hello to you and Illy. And thank you. And I was just... I don't know if you want to show your number, but I just found your card. And I'm going to give you a call one of these days, man. But yeah. It's... It was cool to meeting you and everybody on the meetup. Brandon Stargell said, thank you so much for that super chat. Finally back after missing a few. Good to be here. Good to have you here, man. Thank you for coming. And Kenneth Ritter, when are you coming to Palm Desert again? Probably a year from now. Next winter. Next winter, I'm going to Palm Desert. I don't think I'm going to hit the southwestern corner of the United States before then. But I'm looking forward to it, even from now. And Anna Marie van Dijk from the Netherlands. Hello there. And Joyce Henriksen. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much. And Omar Acosta, future RV from California. Looking forward to that, I'm sure. And well, congratulations on being a future RVer. Have you stayed at New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut? Which is the best? I haven't really spent all that much time. I really like Pennsylvania, like the Lancaster area. That was really cool. Where we stayed for the RV show. Hello, Tammy McDowell. Hello, Howard Applebaum. TV Park, or you mean RV Park? After Glacier National Park, go up to Banff, Lake Louise, Canada. Yeah, and then Jasper. And from there, you know, I've been watching videos from fellow YouTubers, RVers. And I watched The Wings. I watched Paul and Lorena, The Motorhome Experiment. And I have a few more. I have to go back and look for Chris and G's, you know, from back in the day. Dedra Vaughn from Kentucky. Hello there. Mario Botello. Amazing idea about Rockies. Try to go Black Canyon and Gunnison just after the $1 million highway. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But we'll see. Because it's going to be, if I go that route, it's going to be, it might still be too early in the season. I have to, maybe I'll do it on the way back from Alaska. So thank you, Roy H. Jennifer K. I just discovered your channel a couple of weeks ago and I have been watching your vids every day. Love them. Thank you so much and welcome. Welcome to the club. And Jaheim Lozano, what will Sunday video be about? Sunday video is very special to me because that was one of my main bucket list destinations, and I've passed by this place 2 or 3 times already, and I finally got to boondock at the Valley of the Gods, and this is gonna be Valley of the Gods, and then kind of as I start making my way towards the north rim of the Grand Canyon. That's gonna be this Sunday. And I really hope you guys like it. I was really looking forward to editing that one actually. Fuddy Duddy, what model RV you have? Winnebago Micro Minnie 1706 FB. How does it do in bitter cold? Well, the coldest I've been is like in the high teens overnight. And aside from my sewer hose freezing, it did okay. Claudio Pérez. Hola Robert, cada día me gustan más Estados Unidos. Estoy viendo episodio 19, increíbles los lugares vistas. Saludos desde Buenos Aires, Tigre. Buenos Aires, Argentina. And he says that he likes the United States more and more, and he's watching episode 19 and incredible places. Yes, sí, hay muchos lugares bonitos por todo el país. Y un día estos voy a bajar a Sudamérica, for sure. El hemisferio sur. Ninth Element, go to the mountains. Would love to see it from your perspective. I wonder if the $1 million highway is going to be open in late May. Does anybody know? Or in mid-May? Is it too early in the season? Hello, Anu and J Bay. Will you be attending the RV show in Tampa? Yep, that's the plan. Sun Valley, Idaho is beautiful. If you go through Idaho, and there's an RV park there. I went through Idaho recently. I went to Twin Falls, but there's so much to. I was so pleasantly surprised by Idaho and its people, its infrastructure, everything. I mean, it was very nice. Dick Davis, my wife, sings "Free My RV" whenever we drive anywhere. Does she owe you royalties? Let's talk about it. No, just kidding. The Goombas, hi, cheers to all the Pelican heads. Cheers, everybody. Let me have. I've been talking too much. Let me have a little more of this. Hello, Matt Carter from Tasmania, Australia. Is that where they have the Tasmanian Devil? Hope to see you down this part of the world one day. I really hope so too. Maybe 2022, if all goes well, we'll do. I would love to spend like a month or two in Australia. Rockford, Illinois, when you coming to see us? One of these days. Sally Shram Block, Van Trekking Lifestyle is a cool channel and they just came back from Alaska. I'd love to see you put your spin on that beautiful area. Van Trekking, I was just watching something they did on YouTube. I have YouTube on the other computer here. CLT, everybody, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, like button. Howard Applebaum, do you correspond with others who run on YouTube like Bobby, Jim, PP Peterson, and others? A few, but not too many. I haven't really met all that many RVers since I have kind of a different lifestyle. Like I travel faster than many of them. But I've met a few fellow RVers, and of course all RVers are such cool people. So I met particularly Paul and Lorena, the Motorhome Experiment, and back in Quartzsite, I met Let's Junk More Journey, and so many. Now I met the Wings back in the day when they were here in Fort Lauderdale. We met the Wings when they were RVers. As you know, they're now they sailors. Okay, let me read here. Oh, John Chucker from Waterbury, Connecticut. Dinner in my honor is pizza, cheese pizza. All right, save me a slice, man. What do you think of the Thor Palazzo motorhome? That's like their high-end diesel pusher, right? They're nice, but you have to when you get yours, look at everything because sometimes they've had issues with quality control. I don't know if they're palazzos, you know, they probably take better care of those, but I've seen some issues with their lower end motorhomes. The Traveling Elk, hello there. Did you see the elk lodge in my last video from Colorado? A nice shirt, yeah. This was a present from our friend Scott Valentine, and I'm gonna be wearing fellow RVers shirts from now on. Any suggestion for renting an RV in the States? From Rita Diodato. We've done 2 road trips there, but always staying in motels. And now we want to do it in an RV, but I'm not sure about the best website to rent it. I would go with the classic. Either Cruise America or El Monte. There are several companies, but I mean it's gonna be expensive. Budget at about $200 per day after all is said and done, plus campgrounds. But yeah, it's fun. That's how we got the bug and the famous last words. Okay, we're just gonna rent it, and 2 months later we had an RV ourselves. So yeah. Hello, Easy Tires. Can you get me tires for Minitini? Sylvain Shipyard. When you will be in Lake Louise, don't forget to do Moraine Lake. It's a 14-kilometer drive from Lake Louise, and it's an amazing place. Part of the film The Edge. You know what? I have to write that down. I'm gonna put it on my. Actually, bear with me, everybody, here real quick, because I'm gonna open Google Maps. Actually, I'm gonna open Road Trippers. How about that? I'll show you guys if the internet cooperates. But that's not the trip that I want. These are not the drones we're looking for. I'm looking for Alaska 2020 northbound. And that's my planner, by the way. And I don't know about you, but I think Road Trippers should sponsor me because I use them so much. And oh, you guys can't see anything, can you? Why? How come? But I don't know what's going on. Never mind. I thought I was showing you my computer screen. I guess not. I'll fix it for the next video. All right. We got super chats. Hold on. Stop the presses. Where's my super chat? Oh, it's gone. All right, Starry-Eyed Earthman. Thank you so much for that super chat. And we got bike, boats, and bivouacs. Thank you for that super chat, Mr. Scott. And okay, I have to read the back messages now. Ooh, this is gonna be Cool. Okay, let me just read from Moraine Lake down. CLT heading to San Antonio next weekend. By the way, you got to go to the Kentucky Trail. You did the Bourbon Trail. Yeah, I saw your pictures on Instagram or on Facebook, man. I have to do that. The Lost RVers idea: 15-minute segment, live call in, get AT&T to sponsor your phone line and bill. But that's a good idea. But I've been thinking of doing it through Skype and actually have you come up on screen too. We could do a call in show. That might even be better. It's always nice to see your videos and especially your lives. Thank you. And Debs C and Scooter SPS. Did you stop in Wisconsin last summer? I know what you did last summer. I did Milwaukee, and I went up to the peninsula. I went to Renard Cheese Factory, and that's about all I did. Because at that point on the trip, I was a little in a hurry. Did you ever figure out why your tires on Minitini wear out prematurely? Yeah, I have to change the axles, and I'll get to it this winter at some point. You got it to me in the desert. You met Sheldon Travels. Yeah, I met Sheldon Travels. That's true. And I met Pandemonium, Oja. Will there be big discounts on the Micro Minis at the Tampa show, in your opinion? They usually have a good RV show price, but it's not any different than the price that you can negotiate at the RV dealer. That's what I've always heard. But yeah, they usually have specials. You still gonna be on the road November 2020? Most likely, yeah. Hi, Scott from Kansas City. I'm going to Kansas City relatively soon. Joe Pescow, your wife and my wife and I love the show. Any possibility of you coming to Buffalo or Allegheny State Park? Most likely next fall, because I have 2 states that I haven't really done yet: New Hampshire, Vermont, and upstate New York. Because New York, all I've done is New York City, really, which is not New York, basically, right? Bikes, boats, and bivouacs. Hi, Robert. Great shirt. Buy Eliana a drink. I sure will. Thank you. Well, the bottom works. Forgot to say something from Starry. Hey, Betty Garcia. Thank you so much for that super chat. Hey, Red Jaguar. Look what I got here. Thank you. This was a Christmas present from Mr. Red Jaguar 100 Travels from the city of brotherly love in Pennsylvania. J-Lo, aloha. Appreciate your road trips. You don't leave out anything. I do leave out some things, but I try to be as thorough as possible, Neftali Aponte, what do you think of Hershey as far as it being RV-friendly town? I think so. Hershey, we stayed at Elizabethtown, actually, which is about, 10 miles away. But the whole area is pretty RV-friendly. Sylvain's Shipyard. I forgot, when in Lake Louise, make sure you have enough time to hike the plane of the 6 Glacier Tea House. It's about 12 kilometers round trip hike, and it offers one of the most beautiful views in Banff. I have to add that now to my travel plan. Let me open my Word document. That's the other one that I have. I'm fully planning that trip at this point, because and even though I know, that plans are made to be changed or broken, but I'm just gonna add it next to the Icefields Parkway, Lake Louise. Here we go. Okay, let me continue here. Spinal from Ocala, hello there, and hi, Lucky Dog, love the vids. Wolf Venom, hi from Austria. Happy Friday, Wolf Venom. Are you coming to Eastern Nebraska? Are you ever? Well, I was there in the summer. I was in Omaha. Had a great Omaha steak. Red Jaguar, you're welcome, Paul. Thank you. Yeah. Hello from Northern California, from Billy Chandler. Wine Country, come visit. I love that area. And we were there in Petaluma not long. It was in July. Had a great time. We had a meetup. Yeah, I think Red Jaguar can vouch for that. Elizabethtown is awesome. And yep. Hector Rodriguez from Georgia. Do you come to Kentucky much? I not as much as I should, because my cousin Juan lives in Lexington, in Louisville. So, and I want to go back to this western part of the state. You know, the land between the lakes and that area. Yeah. How many IPAs have you tried? I lost count. Hi Robert, are you working on leg 2 of the 2020 trip? I'm working on. It's actually gonna be like 4 legs. The way that I'm looking at it, the first leg is just gonna get to the Glacier National Park and the Canadian border. Leg 2 is from the Canadian border to Alaska, and there's gonna be actually leg 3 is gonna be all of Alaska. Leg 4 is coming back from Alaska to the States, and then leg 5 is coming back to Miami from wherever I entered the States. So we'll see. 300 Pelican heads watching now. Really? That's kind of like almost a record, right? Hold on. 303. Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest chats we've had in a while. Or ever. Yeah, I usually peak at 270 or so. Excuse me while I get a little more beer. I'm gonna finish this. Jenny said by Single Cut mystery nose shortcut. Single Cut beer smiths, courtesy of Craft Beer Enthusiast Union. And this one is larger than what I usually consume, so if I start talking nonsense or slurring my words, let me know. Hey, Christopher Olsson from Sweden. Hello there. I'm late to the stream today. Yeah, man, it's past your bedtime. What's going on? Thank you for being here. And hey, Robert, driving to the west. Well, into the sunset. Sunset. Well, right now it's probably sunset somewhere in Texas. Aileen Fields, if you come to Kentucky, go to Red River Gorge. Beautiful place. Now I have to write that one down too. Any interest in coming to the Boston area? I will go to Boston again at some point. I loved that city, but I don't have any plans to go like in the near future. Probably when I do New England, like New Hampshire and Vermont on the way south. Could be Boston, definitely, because I want to see Cape Cod, which I couldn't do that. Fuddy Duddy, how did Maine treat you? Well, weather-wise, it wasn't that great. And how did you pass by New Hampshire and Vermont still to get to Maine? Well, I did set foot on New Hampshire. You know, I-95. It's like, what, 10 minutes? And they have a liquor store at the entrance and one at the exit of the state, which is cool. It's interesting. Debsy, did you ever get a refund from that KOA in Colorado that had a messed up Wi-Fi situation? No, I didn't. I didn't pursue it all that bad, you know, and it is what it is. I'm not going back there anytime soon, or ever probably, unless they sell it to some other people. So, hey, buddy, from Jason Bergeron, got to see you this week. Just noticed 319 watching, 319 now. Oh, man. 332. That's a record. That's a record, everybody. Yes, beer time. Hit the like button, the Goombas. Yes, and hooray for your honesty. Thank you. Yeah, I try to be on. I'm. I have no. There's a Spanish saying. I have no hair in my tongue. How would you say that in English? All the Spanish speaking people here. No pelos en la lengua. And when I see something that I don't like, I say it, I don't like it. And a lot of people sometimes take issue with that, but then I say what I like too. And that town, Ouray in Colorado, I have to go back to that place. What a beautiful little. I mean, it's touristy. It's as touristy as they get, but looks like a fun town. And looks like there's a bunch of um, hiking trails around it and waterfalls, and it's the mountains. Great show from Ivali, Alabama. Hello there, and Andrew and Monica. Hello there. Happy Friday to you guys. Creekside Living, yes. Joyce Henriksen and Bonnie Boham. We are in Arizona. We made it from Canada. Love it here. We love your videos. You have given us lots of great advice. Safe travels. Thank you, and I can't wait to go back to Arizona, especially now that I keep seeing videos from all these people who are in Arizona. Everybody's kind of converging in that area. So. And Dick Davis, did your finger get stuck on the key, on the enter key? Try and hit the happy chat button. Took 3 tries and I forgot my comment. Oh, bud time. Lucky Dog, our next camping trip, Blue Springs. You should camp there sometimes, Robert. Well, I Blue Springs State Park. I'm thinking about it if for my Florida loop in February, if I can find parking or camping. I will do that. When you go to upstate New York you need to go to Woodstock. That's where they did that big concert, right? I want to go to Woodstock. I want to go to Rochester because that's where the Eastman Kodak company used to be. And I want to go to Buffalo to try the original buffalo wings. And Niagara Falls, of course, because I've been to the Canadian side, but not to the American side. The lost RVers, let some baby is cold outside. Well, here is not, let me tell you. Where are you going in upstate New York, Lake Gorge area? Will you have a meetup? It's almost a year away, so I would definitely love to have a meetup, but I haven't really planned that part of the trip yet. And what's your favorite state? I don't know. I keep changing it because it used to be Arizona, and Arizona is still top 5, top 3, but Arizona still holds a special place because 2 words: Grand Canyon. Enough said. But there's so much to see, so much variety in California as well. If it wasn't so expensive, and then. I mean, even though Colorado, obviously the mountains, there's very few. You're gonna say, why not Florida? But I've been living in Florida for over 30 years, so it gets old after a while. Let me tell you. But I really like Florida as well in the winter. Did you run Mobile 1 or IPA in the Colorado? Starry-eyed Earthman. You just said it. Betty Garcia, can you sing your intro song free in my RV? If you stick around to the end of the chat, I usually end it with a live rendition of my song, Riding in My RV. Hello, Robert. We're sitting at Gulf Shores, Alabama, enjoying your show, RV vacation. Hello there. My wife wants to buy me a drone for Christmas. Recommendations for a newbie. Don't buy like the cheapest stuff because those are harder to fly. Get yourself at least the new DJI Lite. What's it called? The new DJI, the light one. That's the one that will get. I mean, it's like $400. It's still like DJI Mavic Mini. That's what it's called. DJI Mavic Mini. and it is a whopping. It's $4.99. Actually, it's more than I thought. But I mean, if you're serious about learning how to fly, that's the one that I would get. Uh, okay, I have a super chat. Jay Barrett, thank you so much for that super chat. Buyers rule at RV dealers get pre-approved and then set your price. I bought a 62,000 34-foot fifth wheel for 46,000 out the door. Show prices are for that unit that 1,000 people have walked through. Well, yeah, and yeah, my negotiating skills have never been all that great, so I probably overpaid, as I usually do. But yeah, definitely, you can get very very deep discounts on RVs, or so I've heard. Okay, VT, happy IPA Friday from Jacksonville, Florida, and the Prague, the Czech Republic, and you guys know about V beer, so cheers. Let me read Jaguar because this one is interesting because of what I went through. That KOA was just like the one I went in Lancaster, Mary Code Corporate, and they gave us a KOA gift card to use at another KOA. Well, that's cool. Maybe I should have called corporate back then, but I just sent them an email and they replied and just talk to the campground itself. Okay, forget it. It's $60, which is a few IPAs, but were you high in the Rockies? Not in the way you are thinking. Betty Garcia planning our next trip to visit the West. Which small towns would you recommend in the West? There's so many small towns, and there's one that I haven't been to. It's near Tombstone. What's the town near Tombstone? I want to say Bixby, but it's not Bixby. And I couldn't stop because I was towing the trailer, and there was no RV parking exactly in that place, and somebody's gonna figure it out before me. But I'm looking Bisbee, yeah. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's lovely town that just came to mind. And usually when something comes to mind, it's usually the first instinct. That's the one that counts. So there we go. Oh, Jason Parrish, thank you so much for that super chat. My wife and I love Friday nights with Robert and beer. You should create your own travel bag for purchase. Oh, maybe I will. Like Rick Steves used to have those backpacks. Bikes, boats, and bivouacs. Robert, the Finger Lakes, part of New York, is filled with wilderness and distilleries about an hour north of my cabin. We could film Centralia on the way. Definitely. Let's shoot for sometime in September. Because you know what? If I'm going to be in the area around September, I'll probably do the RV show and then do all that stuff too. And the Finger Lakes is another part of upstate New York that I really want to see. I've seen it on the map. Lots of people talking about that beer stuff. 359. All right, this is a record. I'm a Korean War veteran, Lloyd Bonafide, and this traveler is here. Say hello to Mr. This Traveler, the original Blue Range and the original patron of the channel here. And one of these days, I'm gonna go back to Orlando and we'll hang out. RV Vacation, Robert, thanks for the info on the drone. My wife was listening and sends her thanks. You're welcome. I'm sorry if I make you spend too much money, but sometimes, I mean, mine was $1,000, but 2.5 years later, that drone is still holding up, and I've had a couple of scary moments, but I haven't really crashed it once, and yeah. Why don't you have a singing contest with your theme song? That would be cool, John Marie. Maybe I will. This traveler, hello to my fellow moderators. Cheers and taters. Don't be a tater hater. We should all start watching YouTube. We should do a watch party one of these days. 370. Okay, how many watching now? You know, my computer is. I need to get me a second screen for this machine. 381. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. And the 388, all the new people coming to the chat. Thank you so much for being here. As you know, we do this every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And we have a good time here, usually an hour, hour and a half. It's been almost 2 hours at times. And if I ignore your comment in the chat, you know, I cannot possibly read every single one of them. Write it again, you know, do a copy and paste. And if I can read it, I will. Any plans for a new RV, or is Minitini here to stay? Minitini is here to stay for at least another year, I think. We'll see. I mean, it all depends how it holds up on the upcoming trips. I do have to upgrade those axles, and I'm going to do like a lift kit as well. But yeah, this due for another camp in my live chat. Yeah, remember when this went there and he got the range and all that. Did the days get shorter during the summer trip of 2019? Yes, they did. September sounds great. All right, Scott, we'll do that. Teeny mini teeny, says starry-eyed, and Lloyd Bonafide, Anchor Bay and Grill in Buffalo for the original Buffalo wings. Most definitely, that I want to do. Neftali, you ready for a travel channel, Robert? One of these days, I indeed paint Minitini all red and put some LED lights in your truck too. Maybe. 388 watching. Yeah, 384 now. It went down a little bit. This is probably the most we've ever had. I mean, this is really, really cool. And Gary Lisenberg, what kind of drone do you fly? As I was saying, I have the DJI Mavic Pro, which at the time it was the state of the art. You know, at the time that was the first one that was a folding drone. First, it came out one by GoPro. What was it called? The Karma. And the Karma didn't work out very well. And these guys killed the Karma within like 24 hours because this one was much smaller and much better. And I almost bought that Karma. But yeah, $399. Are you out of your mind? Can we make it $400? How much would you pay? Can we make it $400? Lloyd Bonafide, say hello to my friend with the Citizens Auxiliary Police, Jay Santos. Hello, Jay Santos. Roy Hawkins, next time you go to land between the lakes, you're welcome to stay at our place on Jonathan Creek. Have a full hookup site. Thank you so much. I love that area. For real. Yes, that's when I went to see the solar eclipse 2 years ago. And the Red Jaguar says to smash the like button. We have 102 likes on this video. That's really good. That's really cool. Betty Garcia, where is the RV show in September 2020? Hershey, Pennsylvania. And they claim to be the largest one in the United States. 403. Yes, we made the 400 mark. How many miles on the Chevy Colorado? All I know is the bumper-to-bumper guarantee warranty expired already. I want to say 37 or 38,000 in about a year. So yeah, it's being to every corner of the country by now. Winnebago needs to make a model after Minitini. Hey, maybe I should trademark that and I will make the bucks, right? That $1 Million Highway is a must-see. I can't wait to get out there and drive it. Next time I'm driving it north to south on the outside. Skydio 2, Robert. What is that? That's a drone? 405. What's the 405? If you're from Los Angeles, you know what the 405 is. Greetings from Simi Valley, California. Hello there, Oscar Almeida and Disney for Life. Hey, Robert. So I saw you have some episodes on Amazon Prime. Yes, I'm trying to put as many as possible on Amazon Prime. Congratulations, Tom Fitzsimmons. You win. Well, you win the. You don't win anything. Petty from Oregon in the house. Beautiful state. I can't wait to finish those videos from Oregon. I'm trying to edit as quickly as possible. As you've seen, I'm trying to do 2 episodes per week, and it's kind of non-sustainable. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try just to get you more episodes. What camera mount do you use on the front windshield? It's a one. It's just a suction cup mount. I think it's on my Amazon list. Let me see if it is on my Amazon list. Amazon.com. I think it's /shop/traveling Robert. And it's the 5th item. You guys check it out. I don't know if does YouTube let me do affiliate links in the chat. I'm sure they don't mind. That's my Amazon list there. And it's some of the stuff that I use. Why did you buy the Chevy and not the Tacoma? Good question. The Chevy cabin, it's a little taller than the Tacoma. The Tacoma you're sitting more like sitting on the floor in the cabin, and that's the main reason. Other than that, they're very similar trucks capability wise. Have you ever thought about putting out your own IPA? I could white label something at some point. Yeah, that really, I don't know. We'll see. If I find one that I could white label, I would do that for sure. Yes. I first saw Robert on Amazon Prime. Have not been the same since. Thank you so much, Starry Eyed. And what I'm doing with Amazon Prime, I'm doing this latest series as a season. But what really works on Amazon Prime is longer movies. So after I finish with this whole trip, I'm gonna make longer, like 2-hour movies to put on Amazon of like the different areas of the country that I visited. Are any good camping apps you recommend? Right now I'm using RV Parky. That's the one I use. I used to use All States Camp and RV, but they don't support Android anymore. So that's the one I've been using lately. DJ Hardy, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you, appreciate it. Winnebago should have the design an RV called the Robert Edition. Yeah, like Airstream has the Tommy Bahama. Yeah, one can dream, right? Starry-eyed, good question. Teresa Wooden, hello, enjoy your videos tremendously. Only wish I had an RV. Let me tell you, having an RV kind of changes your life once you get it. Gray Pelican, RV name. 413 and climbing, huh? Big Duke is probably more now. I'm not monitoring because I'm 424. All right, because I'm doing this on the old MacBook, which I could technically put a second monitor, or I could monitor the shot on the iPad. You know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 screens here in front of me, but the latest Tacoma are having problems. Consumer Reports, and they all have problems. The Colorado is kind of making a weird noise in the transmission. I'm gonna take it to the dealer next week. Ever visited the Outer Banks? No, but it's on the list. Ocracoke, Hatteras, Kitty Hawk, yeah, all those places are on the list for sure. Questions: where can I camp close to Disney that is safe and not expensive? I would check Lake Louise State Park. It's half an hour drive, more or less, but it's inexpensive and it's very nice. Joyce, 2 hours movie would be great. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do as soon as I have the time. Mystic GF girlfriend took delivery of her new Ford Ranger 4x4 Lariat. She really wants to pull the Airstream. LOL. You could pull if you downgrade to a Bambi, maybe. You know, I was gonna wait for the Ford Ranger to come out, but I couldn't wait because old Kia died. But Ford Ranger was one of the ones that I was thinking of getting to. And Anne Marie, you ever coming north to Michigan? I was there. I was in the UP in August. I even had a pasty. Very good, actually. When is Ed gonna travel with you more? Who's Ed? Is a drone license required on all models? Not really. It is required if you are gonna make money from your flights. And since technically I do, that's why I got the license. But you don't really have to have the license if it is less than. And I should know this because it was on the test. I want to say less than 8 pounds or something like that. Have you considered doing a weekly podcast with other RV travelers so we can get more insight into the RV life? So I do have the podcast and I've been doing some interviews and I want to do more. I just have to find the time to contact the RVers and have them on the podcast and get my interviewing skills a little better too. But yeah, definitely that's something that I want to do. Need 3K for camper top payload F-150 to carry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 421 in California. Well, we're down to 412, 410. I guess some people are getting. Well, people gotta eat and gotta go out, right? It's Friday night. We enjoy the clips, so it's only fair to help you create them. Buy Bustelo, Paprika, and Vino Seco. Definitely. I will visit, Brian. I will visit the. Oh, you are a Pelican. Yeah. I need to change that icon so it shows on my black screen. I'm gonna put like a white circle on it. Amaranto Cabrera, Robertico, I'm here, but surely saludos from my wife Nati and I. Saludos to you guys, and happy Friday, man. And hey, maybe I'll sing at the casino one of these days, and you can come by. We went to the Daytona RV show today and saw some nice Class C models. And what is the best beer from Larry McBrien? It's in the taste of the beholder. What did you see, Sue? What good Class C's? I wanna, I'm sort of kind of in the market for a future small Class C. Are you camping anywhere Christmas, Robert? Nah, I'm just gonna stay here at home until January. How can I get one of your stickers? Travelingrobert.com/merch, and I'll send you one. Actually, I just went to the post office today. I did a big batch, and that's when I got these IPAs, courtesy of the Craft Beer Enthusiasts Union, and. When is your other half going to do more traveling with you, Peter Brill? I hope soon. Soon, I hope. Okay, you're looking for a pickup with 3,000 pound payload to tow a serious new camp. Yeah, truck camper. I don't know. You have to look at the payloads capacities. I'm not. Are you going to Toronto in 2020? You never know. I might take the Trans-Canada back from Alaska and do Toronto. But I have no idea yet, Dylan. Yep, Colorado's and from Paleo Hitch Tech, Colorado and Canyons are having the same problem due to a lesser degree trans problems. Yeah, I'm gonna take it because it's sometimes it hesitates like from first to second, and sometimes it has I don't know if it is a grinding noise or a vibration noise, but it's one of these going from second to third gear, and yeah, I have to take it. I have the 2019 with the 8-speed transmission, so. William Oberlander, love your music and positive attitude. Thank you. And Steve Lusher, Colorado transmission is the Corvette transmission with a few lesser grade parts. A shop on YouTube shows adding the exact Corvette trans parts to greatly increase the longevity. It's cool to know. Jason, LOL, yes, our Airstream is the 25-foot flying cloud. Now she's saying she's stealing my F-250 if the Ranger can't do it. LOL. All right. I really like that. If I ever change Minitini into another travel trailer, I really like that Bambi. It's like a 17 footer. I really like that floor plan. Um, I have a scooter SPS. I have a third generation Tacoma and a small camper similar to yours. I get less MPG than you report, average 10.5. Otherwise, it does good. Yeah, and I've gotten 10 lately. On that last trip that I did to Huntsville, Alabama, I did a little worse um, mileage than I used to do. Andrew and Monica, how did you learn how to fly the drone? Here in my backyard, before I knew that I'm within 2 miles of Miami International Airport. But yeah, just make it hover, and little by little at the beginning. When we went to the Keys, some of the places in the Keys, it's it's more because I live in the city, and in the city you're really not supposed to be flying around all that much over other people's properties. So when I went to the Keys for the first time, a couple of times, I really try to fly it, and the safest way to fly it is actually over water, because you're not flying on top of anybody else. But that's how I learned. I'm practicing, and then I learned how to do different moves to get those cinematic shots. But I didn't really learn until I bought the nice drone, the DJI. I started with the original Phantom, the one that you had to put a GoPro and a holder on it, and it was like really, it wasn't great, but that's the one that I learned with. Back in the day, that was like the beginnings of drones, really. Hi from Niagara Falls, Canada. We've taken your routes when in USA. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Niagara Falls. Actually, I like that. Is it called Niagara on the Lake? That's town. Was a beautiful town. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, 3N to Nan. Todd Wright, you should look at Blog Talk, Robert. Ooh, what's Blog Talk? A podcast. Don't have a chat room, so everyone can talk to you over the feed just like you're doing now. I want to check that out. Yeah. 231, you see. I see 426. I mean 431. I see 426 now. But that's really good. This is probably the most viewed live chat we've done ever. So this is really cool. Camping near Christmas. Come to Central Florida from Starry Eyed. Thames River, London, Ontario. It costs $40 extra in parts to swap out. David Irwin got your CD and sticker the other day. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm Paleo. I have a 16 Canyon, and it has a 6-speed, which was considered durable. The newer ones have the 8-speed Cadillac Trans. That's the one that I have. I have the 8-speed. Any new stickers coming out different? 2020. Different stickers and different t-shirts, and I'm still trying to make that hat, but whenever I send them the design, they reject it. I'm doing something wrong. I really have to study and learn how to use Adobe Illustrator one of these days. Johnny C, are you going out soon again on the road, and where? No, not until the Tampa RV show. I'm staying here, getting some work done, taking care of things. Thinking of a drone that looks like a pelican. That would be cool. Starry-eyed. The red Jaguar, stick with that Class C you were looking at. It's more your style, in my humble opinion. That's what I want. I want to get, and this is discontinued, but I'm sure I'm gonna get a great deal on a used one. A Winnebago Trend, the one with the corner bed. I have a Kia 2008 EX. Which model was old Kia? I read they can tow 5,000 pounds. I plan on hitting the road next spring. Old Kia was a 2004 EX, rear wheel drive. It was ready for 3,500, but I read about the 5,000 capacity as well in certain places. The thing with the older Kias, they were built more like a truck. They had the big differential in the back. Time-lapse road video channel. It has road videos. I started doing a channel like that. I should continue uploading videos like that. All right, Ernesto Valles, oh police work, what are you drinking? We're drinking this beer that they sent to me from the Craft Beer Enthusiasts Union. They sent me a sticker too. I'm gonna put this on Minitini as soon as I get it out of there. And this is called by Single Cut Beersmiths. It's called Jenny Said. Lucky Dog, moderator. We saw a couple of 2020 Chateau Thors that we really liked. We want a queen walk-around bed and a theater seats or sofa across from the dinette. Yeah, the Chateau Thors, I've seen them. Yeah, that's the one like my friend Brian Wood has. Niagara on the Lake is very quaint and touristy. Yeah, we were there. That was back in. I went with my parents also. We didn't have an RV back then. That was in 2013. But I want to go back. What bed cover do you have for the Colorado, Brian A? It's an X-Tank solid fold and it's really good. Anne-Marie Van... hold on, Anne-Marie, because Don Holloway, Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hello, TGIF. Robert Cheers from Anaheim, California. Awesome benchmarks. This chat 400 plus. Yeah, I'm surprised. But I guess, it's I enjoy doing this so much. I guess you guys are enjoying it too. Congratulations and continue to be inspiring in your YouTube channel. Our ambassador of traveling. Oh, thank you so much for those words, man. Appreciate it, and I appreciate the super chat. Let me go back to Anne-Marie. Did your drone ever crash in the water while you were learning? We need a drone to check out the Beaver Dam in our lake. Live in Lower Peninsula and have to check out M22 camp along Lake Michigan. No, I've never crashed it in the water. Actually, they sell some flotation devices just in case. And the first time I took it on a boat, I bought those things. But also the Mavic, the one that I have, unless you actively try to land it on the water, it will just hover on top of the surface because it thinks it has a sensor on the bottom that it just won't crash land on the water, unless something goes wrong and it does crash land. But it has a lot of safety features. The one that I have, the Mavic. Okay, let me go back here, see what I missed. I have 6 drones. Some are racing drones. Lucky Dog. I tried to get into the racing drones once, but I'm more into the cinematography thing. So eventually I want to get the one with the zoom lens, but one of these days. I like to see a traveling Robert channel just for Milky Way time-lapse videos. Love those. You're going to love this Sunday's video. You're going to love this Sunday's video. I'm sitting in McDonald's on Lundis Lane right now. What? Okay. Let me continue here. 432 online today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And Gary, when it comes to beer, the worst I've ever had was wonderful. What is that phrase that they say was it Benjamin Franklin's or who was it? That said that beer is the proof that God loves us because wants us to be happy or something like that, or was that a hoax? I don't know. I built the Chateau campers before Thor bought out Chateau. Wasn't Chateau Winnebago, or does Winnebago make a Chateau as well? I don't know. What kind of GPS do you use on the road, Robert? From Neftali Aponte, and for the most part I had that Rand McNally. Someone broke into my truck and I got stolen. So right now I'm just using Google Maps. But if I go back to like the cities of the Northeast, I will get an RV specific GPS for sure. Talk right sent you a link to Blog Talk on Facebook. All right, I'll check it out now. Thank you. And politics in the USA. I'd rather not talk about politics. Steve Lucier, Paul Zellner, bought Chateau and then sold it to Thor Industries. Okay. Andrew and Monica, what drone do you recommend for beginners? I was thinking that I was telling somebody that new DJI Lite, the Mavic Lite. I mean, it's still $500, but if you get one of the real cheap ones, you're gonna crash it. I mean, they're so much harder to fly, and the video quality is gonna be bad. Might as well buy your third drone first and just fly carefully. These things are almost impossible to crash because they have sensors everywhere. And you take it slow at the beginning. Yeah, by the way, thank you so much, Improv Agility. Enjoy your original music. And that's where I stand. I regret buying that cheap drone that I started with in the end. What is that? Oh, that is that red light back there. Okay. East Coast Down and Out, thank you so much for that super chat. Have a good weekend, Robert. Thank you for all you give us. No, you're welcome. Thank you all guys for being here, and so we can have the chats. This is so much fun. 452, it keeps growing. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going until I get drunk. Let's just put it down. Just kidding. Hi Robert, visit Chicago. Yes, definitely enjoy your music. Andrew the Wolf. Remember whenever I leave my dogs at home for a few hours, I play one of your 4-hour videos. It calms and eliminates separation anxiety. Thanks. Well, you're welcome, man. I'm glad your dogs also like my stuff. Amaranto Cabrera, Robert, sing with the guitar today with a twist. Back in the East. Which reminds me, I keep forgetting. I have to finish that Driving to the East song, and the perfectionist in me doesn't want to put it out the way that I recorded it on the road, and it's gonna take me half an hour to re-record it. So yeah. Steve Lucier, Chateau was totally independent. I thought it was a Winnebago model for a while. Okay, never mind. Hey, Twitch Moments and Norman Shorey, love your videos. What do you recommend for beginners in the line of campers and vehicles? Would you recommend a truck camper combo? Truck camper combo is really cool, especially if you want to take a little bit of road, because you have the off-roading capabilities of the truck still, and sometimes you're short enough that you can even fit in a parking spot. Very nimble in that sense. But then you can, if you really want to go explore, you can drop that truck camper and explore with the truck. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it as a possibility for the future. 448 watching. You see, and now I'm monitoring. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Norman Shorey. Starry-eyed Earthman, just say no to cheap drones or not. Fly responsibly. Mike H. Franklin, yeah, I knew it. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Travel videography, thank you. And how about a drone flight with a tree lighting at Miracle Mile? It's happening tonight. It's happening right now as we speak. I was tempted to do the live video from there. Miracle Mile is still kind of a no-fly zone. It's questionable. I'm sure I could get away with it, but yeah. I like Red Jaguar. I like the water filter, but as big as my rig is, I have no place to put it on travel days. Let me know if you found a good place to store it. Oh, it's storing it. It's in the back seat of the truck with the seat belt on. I've only used it on that one trip, so I haven't. But I will figure it out. John C, will you come up with some new songs to put on your videos? Well, yes, if you noticed, the Carlsbad Caverns video has a new song. Austin, Texas had a new song. You know, little tunes, nothing fancy, but I've been composing. Lucky Duck Productions, all TGI drones are easy to fly. I agree. Peter Brill, whenever you come back to Jersey, you have to visit Cape May. I know so many people have told me that, including my friend who showed me around Philadelphia. Rob. So yeah. Any idea if you could do add drone video with the GoPro editor, or would you need more robust software? I think the GoPro editor only lets you import GoPro video. So unless you buy the GoPro Karma drone, if you can find one. Spinal, proud of you. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the record number of viewers. Yeah, today's being a record day. I don't know what's going on, but 456. It just said. This is super cool. Stress less camping. Hello there. Have a nice Anderson Valley IPA going here on the left coast. Cheers, Robert. Cheers, man. Can't wait to see you again one of these days when I hit out west, or you should come to Florida one of these days. Couch Traveler, tell us how you make your coffee. I could refer you to that. I have a video that says it's called Cuban coffee. I just use one of those mocha pots, fill it with water to where the valve is. Then pack it in with as much ground coffee as you can put in there, and I recommend Bustelo or one of the espresso brands. And then just brew it, and then I try to use very little sugar because I'm trying to eat less sugar. One tablespoon of sugar into the other receptacle, and then you pour a little bit of coffee, the real strong one, the one that comes out first, and then you like if you were making a meringue, until you mix that sugar with the coffee and it becomes a paste, and then you pour the rest of the coffee and that crema comes to the top and it's beautiful. VT, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Please make more great videos. We're really enjoying it. Even my parents that do not speak English. Vaclav from Jacksonville, Florida, and Prague, Czech Republic. All right. And no, thank you so much. I'm really glad you guys like him. I would like to see you get 1,000 viewers from Kenneth Reader. One of these days, we'll make it there. Actually, I don't really need to see this screen. 449. All right. I don't really need to see myself. I could just look at my stats. 141 likes, 450 views right now, it says. Stressless camping. I plan to come to Florida in the next couple of years. All right, we'll have an IPA together, man. And I have my chocolate peanut butter porter. I have back there. Still haven't had it. That coconut beer that I got at the Miami brewery. We call the Cuban coffee the Cuban crack down here, Gary May. Yeah, it's potent stuff. Roy H, congrats on all the viewers, Robert. When you do it right, people will watch. Have a great evening. You too, Roy, and happy trails and highway tales. Hello there. Someone said something about the new songs, but for us, we love the music. You have always cheer us up when we hear your music. It's you. Thank you so much. And yeah, but all the time I'm trying to come up with new music because, good evening, Al for N777 and Annette Barber. Will you cover Art Basel? We'll see. Maybe I'll swing by. Big Strong Bear. Where do you live? Miami, Florida. Have you ever seen the changing of the seasons from Dylan Reynolds? A little bit, but not really. Mostly driving. When you drive from Miami to Georgia, you see the changing of the season because it goes from summer to fall, like this time of the year. Hi, Robert from Tennessee. Love your Christmas tree. Thank you so much. I bought that thing like almost 20 years ago. But I have it here in the studio. I'm drinking Blue Moon beer, watching your live chat from RV Free. Hello there. Starry-eyed Earthman, my split personality should count for a few. Tammy McDowell, local chocolate peanut butter porter. Is that from Daytona Beach Brewing? And Couch Traveler, yum, thanks so much for your coffee. Low down. I like your cooking shows too. Thank you. Tammy McDowell, Jay, it's so good. And Lucky Dog, I'm reading Lucky Dog and Tammy McDowell conversation here. Adventures in the Heartland retracted his message. Their message. AG Storm, being looking into RV friendly plots to buy nationwide. Wow, the prices they want is scary. I would look into Taylor County, Florida. Fasung Bakam, thank you so much for that super chat. Actually, that's what they call it with the icon. They announced that at VidCon this year, like emoji chat or something like that. Tampa John drinking Robert Cuban coffee now. Recipe on YouTube. And have you ever tried Copper Moon coffee from Adventures in the Heartland? No, I haven't. Actually, I have not. And Lucky Duck Productions, I used to homebrew, made a twinkle beer that was great. Yeah, seems like a lot of work to homebrew, but one of these days I might try it. 457, 458. Now how much would you pay? 473. We're gonna make it to 500 tonight, I betcha. Any beer songs coming up? Maybe I should. What rhymes with IPA? Drinking my IPA, driving down the highway. I don't know. Galveston Island Brewing. All right. I have not been to Galveston Island yet, but I will. I love your expression of happiness. We think you're cool, good person, and enjoy your adventures. Thanks. Thank you so much, XX double X, Dos X double X. And Dylan Reynolds. Yes, I have been. Stephen Hawkins. I almost said it was Stephen Hawkins. How do you get involved with RV rallying? And there's a bunch of websites and organizations, like the SKPs. They do a lot of rallies. There's my friend Paul, who's doing RV Caravan with us. He's been doing a couple of rallies. And, virtually every RV brand and every organization, they have rallies. So... okay. When are you going to make an RV cookbook? One of these days. One of these days I'm going to have time to do that. And have you ever been to Yellowstone? Yes. Amazing park. You're going to see that video probably in about a month, maybe even less. I don't know. I don't know how fast I can work. But I'm trying to pump those videos out as quickly as possible now. I want to, I don't want to be 6 months behind like I am right now. Angie Roos, tried an espresso machine, makes Cuban coffee without sugar and con la espumita que todos los cubanos nos gusta tanto. Yes, I have the Nespresso. I've tried it. In a pinch, I do the Nespresso. But, I kind of like the ritual of making the Cuban coffee from scratch. Jeff Brinkman, hello, Robert. First to post with you. I'm RV Tech Love here. What think about on your trailer? Love, hear what think about on your trailer. I don't know, I'm losing something in the syntax, but I'm assuming you love what I've done with the trailer, and I want to do more things with it. Drinking and driving song probably not a good idea. Okay, I see what I get the point. I'm stick with Jack Daniel drink. I'll go for that too when I'm in Tennessee. Meister Swift, next trip to Canada. We'll see. Maybe coming soon. I have a Forest River. I like the Forest Rivers. I like it. I like drinking my IPA any time of the day. I like that one, Ruth. And yeah. When was the video of the earthquake in Las Vegas? The earthquake didn't come on video. And don't ask. I just lost. I think I lost some footage from Las Vegas, but I have enough. I have enough that it's gonna be a good video. 482, 481. Oh, we got it. We got it. We're getting. I wonder. We're getting a great turnout today. You know what's mind-boggling? I'm trying to think now a room with 480 people, and that's a lot of people. Thank you so much for being here. This is really cool. When do you think you will finish posting your summer of 2019 videos? Well, I have my calendar here, and assuming I do 2 per week, which is what I'm gonna try to do. And I'm sorry, my eyesight. I could get them all done by early March. Early March is gonna be like March 11 here is North Georgia and return to Florida. March 8 will be Virginia and West Virginia. Yeah, but if I can finish them quicker, I will. But it was a very long trip, and I miscalculated. I miscalculated big time. Fasun Bakam, do you like cheesecake? Yeah, I sure do. Yes, I do. And JLo Aloha, you made hamlock soup yet? Not yet. And Jesse McKill, in Minitini, do you miss not having an oven? I do all the time. Yes, I cook a lot in the oven here in the house. And Timothy Painter, hi from Denver, and Alex Porok, hi from Perth, Australia, where it is morning, but probably almost noon at this point, right? Any updates on the batteries for Minitini? I've changed my. Oh, hold on. Lucky Dog Productions moderator, great chat tonight. Thank you so much. And hold on, Traveling Brit Racing America, Jack Daniels Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee, a great town to visit. Yes, twice I've been thinking of visiting and never had the time. I have a new plan for the batteries for Minitini. For now, and the only reason for this plan is because I got them for free. I got 2 of these, and 2 of these. It's gonna get together, you know, in conjunction with the battery that I have right now. It will get me through a couple of nights, no problem. And this one has a solar panel as well. So I'm not gonna spend the money, or I mean, if Battleborn comes tomorrow and wants to give me some free batteries, I won't say no. But I'm not gonna spend money on batteries right now because I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't have any dreams of running the AC on batteries, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing. That would be a great meetup. Yeah, right? 471 people. I wouldn't know what to do. I've been telling you. Do you go winter camping? I've done winter in the south, and I've done winter in like Oklahoma City, which was pretty cold, but yeah. Starry Eyed Earthman, you mean the different, maybe you guys are seeing a different, do you guys see 474 right now? Do you guys seeing a different number? It could be. Merry Christmas, Steven and Neftali Aponte. What the one item you must have on the road outside of the camera? Oh, GPS, probably. I set an alarm on my phone for 5:55 so I wouldn't miss your live stream. Oh, Spinal, thank you so much. Great job on the live streams. Thank you, I appreciate it. And this was an idea that I started. I don't know if you guys, I don't know how many of you guys have been following as far back as when I used to do these live streams on my lunch break at work. And this was, what, 2.5 years ago. I used to go sometimes on my lunch break. Sometimes I did it on my way back from work, on the way home, you know, the commute. So that's how this tradition kind of started. Have you used your Instant Pot for shredded chicken yet? Yes, I had, but it came out like a chicken soup. And then I made a lentil soup, and it came out dry. So I have to get the hang of how much water to put in there, you know. So we'll see. Meister Swift, I've been watching your videos for 2 years. So you in the era where I've been doing this full time. Renergies are a little cheaper than Battleborn and almost as good. I'm gonna check it out. Yes, I saw a post about the Renergies. I'm gonna look it up. 486, 488. Do you think we're gonna make it to 500? Robert, can you show in Little Havana Cuban sandwich? I could do a video about that. And I might do a video in Miami. I have to do a video in Miami before we go. I was thinking of doing like a Christmas in Miami themed video, so we might do something like that in the next couple of weeks. Brian, so DJI Mavic Mini is the drone you recommend? I mean, I haven't flown it, but it seems nice for the price and the size. Either that or what's the other one, the Spark. Either or. I wouldn't. If you don't know if you're gonna do this, if it's gonna be a serious hobby or do it professionally, I wouldn't spend $1,000 on the Mavic Pro 2 or whatever they have right now. But and the Mavic Mini is so compact, man. That thing is like you could almost put it in your pocket. So, and what's the one that Nomadic Fanatic has? The Mavic Air or something like that. That one is good too. How about gondole rice? I've never done that. That's a Puerto Rican dish, but I would love to do that. Tell us about why you do YouTube full time, because this is what I love to do. This is what I've always wanted to do, really, even without knowing it. You look cold when you went to Mount Charleston with your friend Rafa. Yes, you know what happened? By the way, Bill Utah, greetings from Provo, Utah. I forgot to put my hiking shoes, and I had the Nikes, the Nike Free Run, and I was freezing my feet. This traveler that this is going to sing off. Oh wait, that's Traveling Robert's job. Sing us off now. Getting up to 500 watchers. Who watchers the watchers? You only need about 1 cup of liquid in the Instapot. Yeah, I found out later, but I was used to, regular cooking where the liquid, evaporates. Ben Johnson, when I come to Miami, will I be able to meet you and get your autograph? I watch your filmings every Sunday. Well, if I'm here available, by all means, yeah, get in touch with me. Definitely. Maybe you could put a small Cuisinart oven in the Mini. Costco has a really nice one for like $100 right now. Cuisinart, I don't know if I have room for an oven in Minitini, but I would love to have one. For 190, well, we went down for 88. We should do it like a what is this, like a. Hi, new subscriber here. Hey, MJJJ, I enjoy your videos. Good, God bless. Thank you so much. I love my Mavic Air. Lucky Dog Production loves the Mavic Air. So yeah, any of the DJI Mavics is good. Just pick the one that you think you like most and the one that you can afford most, and that's the one. I mean, More Fam Fum. Hey, More Fam Fum was just on my podcast this morning. I just joined, so I missed the first part of the conversation. But if you are talking Instant Pot, meatloaf and potatoes and grated. Only try Supa Toscano soup, also delicious. Cool. No, I'm still learning. I won it at the Minis on the Mountain rally. I won the raffle. I won an Instant Pot, and I've always been more of more traditionalist when it comes to cooking. If I want to make a stew, I'm gonna boil it for 4 hours because But if I can save time on the Instant Pot, everything tastes good in there. So yeah. Yadina Monsanto from Homestead, taking Minnie on maiden voyage to Marathon. Jolly Rogers, enjoy. I've never been to Jolly Rogers, so let me know how it goes. Have you ever had problems with wind as you fly a drone? Yes, I have actually. Neftali, this is the thing. Sometimes I ignore the warning, and the drone does give me a warning. That it's too windy, land now. And once, luckily my drone has this thing called sports mode, so it will go faster. But if I had I left it in regular mode, it would have never come back. It couldn't. It didn't have enough strength to counteract the force of the wind. And I had to put it in sport mode, and then lo and behold, yeah, it came really quick. But yeah. LOL chat contest. How long can Robert Bladder go? 25 minutes. As I say, live beer chat. You hit 1,000 next week. Well, we're kind of hovering at 480 there. Hey, Benny Deeds, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello, Robert from Central Texas. Really enjoy your videos. You and your family have a Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas to you guys. Thank you so much for that super chat. And Central Texas, one of these days, I wanna visit RV Debs up in Knox City, Texas. One of these days. It's near Abilene. I think that's the biggest town. Stressless camping, although it's only electric. Have you looked at the Breville ovens? They're fantastic. The only thing in Minitin is the real estate. So I don't know how. I don't know if I wanna have a place to put it. You know, in Minitin is so small that I can only have like essentials. But a small size oven. I would love to be able to make pizza, actually. Okay, let me see here. Let me go back real quick. Before you're off the day, play salsa with your guitar. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I could. Would love a Ranger. Not enough payload. Much too much. Oh, the Ford Ranger. Stressless camping, although it's only okay. That's the one that I already read. Brian, the DJI Mavic Mini is $399, and the extended warranty is much cheaper on Amazon than on Best Buy. There you go. Taos Lemon. I like the IPA lyrics. What do you think about A-liners? Looking to buy one? I don't know. You have to ask Slim Potato Head. They seem to be a little bit of a pain to set up, but once you get them set up, they seem to be nice. But I don't have any first-hand experience. My husband and I signed into different devices, so you're getting close to 500. Well, we're 484, 487. I'm like looking at the count there, and I think we almost hit 490 at one point. So we'll see. I mean, if we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. You know. And I wanted to make the lower 48 by the time I was 48, and I didn't. But it's the journey, right? What matters most. Hi, Robert from Lynn Borg from Falling Water State Park. Great place, Lynn. Yeah. That was a good stay. I can't wait to go back. The Mavic 3 should be released. It's Vash in a few months. The two are on clearance sale right now. I wonder what they're gonna put on the 3. I really like the zoom, the one with the zoom. And this is the thing I saw. I think it was Loloho. You know, I don't copy other YouTubers, but when I see something really cool, I try to give it my own spin. And he did a push. I haven't asked him, but I think he did a push zoom with the Mavic Pro. He was flying away from his trailer at the same time zooming in, and that's one of those trippy effects that cinematographers do. That's a really cool effect that I would love to do with a drone. True, Minitin is about the same size as our trailer, so I end up using the barbecue a lot. I just did a great barbecue right now. I did some burgers right before the live stream. Rick and Kezia Bomar, new watchers here from Jacksonville, Florida. We love your videos. Getting ready to retire and get on the road with our RV. And two pups, thank you for sharing your travels with all of us. 498, 498, 495. Ah, the three of you that clicked off right now. Lucky Dog, it was good thing, but made a video, can't recall. You ever meet Slim Potato Head? Not in person, no. He seems like a cool guy. At $4.95, $4.96. Looking for good used pop-up campers. For a good used pop-up camper, I don't know. Okay. $4.90. Oh, we're going down. Cuisinart small convection oven, 1800 watts. For your pizza is smallest good oven. And you know, my inverter is 2000 watts, so I could probably run that on the inverter, not for too long because my battery, but I could run it for 10 minutes. I don't know. If not, I'll just go to a campground. That's what I've been doing. What made you decide to become a full-time RVer? From Rita Deodato. I'm not quite full-time yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna be full-time RVer. I like to have in the home base the sticks and bricks, having a recording studio for my music. But what made me decide to become a full-time YouTuber? Or hey, 503, yes, and I'm out of beer. 502, we reached 500 for the first time in a chat. How cool is that? But becoming your question, becoming a full-time YouTuber. I've always wanted to tell stories, on video, and I used to do this stuff as home videos. I even edited them, to watch later for the family. So when I realized that I could do this on YouTube and potentially make a living out of it, I said, yeah, sure. And that was one of the things that I studied in college in TV production. Although in the industry, because of culture and politics and all that, I would have never been able to have the freedom that I have to produce the way that I want. The creative freedom is incredible. Let's see if my wife sitting next to me will notice my comment. Thank you for your content, Robert, the redhead pharmacist. Thank you. 515. All right. It's Vash. The other option is just to use it when you have the power grid connected. And yeah, and probably in the RV, I probably won't use the oven all that often. I've seen people that even make bread in Instant Pots and Dutch ovens. I mean, I've seen all kinds of hacks. Let's put it that way. Thank you everybody for your congratulations on 500 concurrent viewers, as YouTube puts it. If you read about an earthquake in North Cali, it's because I jumped up and down in celebration. 500. All right, another Loma Prieta. No, please. Thank you so much. Oh man, Ben Johnson, YouTube. Now I want for you to do it in Ethiopia. One of these days, one of my dreams is to climb the Mount Kilimanjaro. So one of these days. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Let's quit while we're ahead, right? If you have any final questions, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoy these live chats. Somebody wanted me. Let me see how I can do this. Let's lower the camera a little bit here. AJ Storm, YouTube makes me crazy. Why? Right on the middle of a good video like Traveling Robert, some weird commercial kicks in and interrupts the flow. It's what it is, I suppose. Well, that's YouTube wanting to make some money from their bandwidth, and I'm sure they'll share a little bit of that with me. What do you guys want to hear? Somebody wanted salsa. El cuarto de Tula. I don't even know it. El cuarto de Tula le cogió candela, se quedó dormida y no apagó la vela. Thank you everybody for being here, because I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Thank you, everybody. Please do me a favor, and I never say this, but share with your friends. Let's try to make it 600 next week, and until next Friday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching my videos, for listening to the podcast, for being here. And I'll see you on the road, because I'm free in my RV. Bye now. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.